Good evening, 5:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, December 10th, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. I want to do a quick update on the technical analysis side of XRP. I did an XRP XLM DGB and Bitcoin we talked about earlier, but I wanted to look at XRP as it's down 0.56% to 38.66, and it's reversing in the wrong way right now. If you've been watching, we've been on top of this. We're covering every single possible level in case it were to break out instead of down. But right now, see where it's set up there. Let me go to the other chart. It might be a little bit easier for everybody to see real quick. So it's basically what's happening. We've created this symmetrical triangle here, and we failed to break above the downtrending resistance after we broke outside of the bear flag, the short-term bear flag. That's been created within a much bigger bear flag. So this is a continuation pattern, but we have to break outside, as I said earlier, the 3925, just to break out and try to get back over to the 422 and ultimately the 433. But the 404 level, we still have failed to get above as well. And if we were to break down here, we can see this is kind of set up like a head and shoulders pattern here in the short term. And it's easier to see now. You got this and yeah, because no one's going to be able to see that with that in front of there. I love that. Let me move this over just a little bit. So you got this up in here. I mean, this could be a right arm that formed, and if it is, it's going to come back down here and at least retest the symmetrical support, which on a triple bottom, I'm not too confident that that's just going to hold. This isn't a much wider pattern, and we have to acknowledge that and at least give it the recognition it deserves. We came down on a bear flag. We created what looks like a head and shoulders pattern right here as well, and if this breaks down and breaks through this uptrending support, that ultimately sits at about 32 cents. Then you got 287. That's the double bottom, and then if it breaks that, you're going to new lows. The 287 would be to break to a new low. But that's on a bear flag. Even in this current formation in here, that's a bear flag. That's a bear flag. This is a continuation. And if it breaks down, we are going to be contending in a very short term. So what's going to happen? Are we going to end up breaking down? Are we going to break up? Well, first things first, we need to break out of the symmetrical triangle one way or another to answer that. So, and this pattern's coming to its apex. And if it does break and stay in here, oh, look at that. The apex is about my birthday on December 17th. So it would have to make its break on December 16th around that time, around the weekend, next weekend for my birthday. So we'll see what happens there. But that would make it for a very interesting birthday week if it went and then it broke down. What do I want for my birthday? XRP sub 30 cents. That's what I want for my birthday. Now we do have Fed rate hikes next week. And some of the markets are counting in 25 basis points. A lot of people saying we're going to reverse course. I think they said they're going to stay the course at the very end of Jerome Powell's speech. So a lot of people are saying 25 and the markets are baking in 25 or maybe 50. If they do 50 or 25, even 50 could be seen as reversing course a little bit, and I think the markets will either stay the same or have a little bit of a move up, but it won't be panic. 25, I'm buying because the markets are going to pump. 75, I think the markets have a kick in the nuts and a reality check, and I think we would end up dumping. So that's my thoughts. Make sure if you want to join Tom's Army to look at any of my past videos, look in the video description below. And as you can see, I did exclusive content for the members of Tom's Army for DAG. I just put it out just randomly. It's just a couple minute technical analysis. And just to show, because I believe DAG's going to have a big part of this, but I did it for the members only so that I didn't fud up my station. And I believe that, you know, the ones who pay it forward need to have some kind of content here and there. So that was just something I did spur of the moment, and hopefully you enjoyed that technical analysis. So make sure to look at that if you're part of Tom's Army. You can join Tom's Army by joining the Tom's Army. Hit join Tom's Army. Very simple in the video description below. And then my advice to you would be to join me on MEXC. Get XRP in the USA, no VPN, no spot fees. You don't need to use a KYC, and you have 200x leverage. I like UPHOLD, but the spot fees are high, so I use BITGET and MEXC to send it over to UPHOLD with no spot fees. But obviously, BITGET has restrictions in the USA. So that is my advice to you. Hashtag the FUD stops here.